Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Friday night, it's me, my left-hand, right-hand man, partner in crime, as always, on Monday Juma. We've got a couple of here we goes. K-Word just before the show, which is great. And we are going to discuss the friendly by name, not by nature, that we've got in New York against the Gooners. Guys, let's get the show going. Mr. Juma, how are we, sir?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad. Coming up to a big game. I'm getting excited because obviously we're in London and we got a lot of beef with these Arsenal Football Club, or I call them the Bottle Job FC. And they got a lot to live up to for a lot of running up their mouth, thinking they're big time, but they haven't won a Champions League. They still think they're big time. They came second in the league and they think they're big time. I mean, they're making big signings that may think they're big times. We are big time. We're Man United. We're the big club out here. We're the ones who set the standards, that they haven't reached yet. So I'm really looking forward to this game. I know it's a friendly, but you guys know there's no friendlies. We're out here to win. And also, I just want to say happy birthday to a good friend of the channel, good friend of ours, the main man, the nice guy. That's Solo. Solo, in the comments, come here to get your birthday greetings. There you go. Solo's birthday today. Everyone represent. Show your love because he is one of the genuinely nicest guys that I know. And I put him to the test as well. We put him through the pressure cooker here at Mr. B. And he still turned out skinning and nice every time, So big up to Solo. Happy birthday. And hopefully we'll see you next week on the show.
Right. So, do you know what? Do you want to do any more of the comments? Or do you want to say, yeah?
First of all, I want to say hi to Stephanie Griffiths. Stephanie Griffiths is a wonderful young lady. She's always supporting the channel. We respect you. Hope Onana is quality signing. Different gravy, a real competitor, and another winner added by Ten Hag. Big thumbs up. So Sigmund. Now, Sigmund is looking forward to coming on the show tomorrow. Guys, you'll be seeing and hearing from Sigmund with the live watch along for a massive game. It is a massive game. Sigmund, big up, man. As you can see by his little logo by his name, he's a member now, and we appreciate that. And you'll be seeing the perks and membership. He will be joining Mr. B tomorrow for a live watch along, which is going to be a killer. Big T saying here, sure hope we need him now with Kai Havertz finding the net. Talking about that, brilliant. Love that. Everyone's seen Kai Havertz having that sort of shooting drill and really messing up. Bilal saying better be good because I already liked it. Will be liked. It'll be great. Don't worry about that. No pressure there, Bella. We got from Big T, and Big T's also saying the show is always good, hence I grace it with my presence. And you stopped your rapping, but yeah, we go with that. We love you. Let's get this on the go. All right, calm down, Sigmund. No worry. I want to say hi to Jeff as well. Obviously, you know Jeff lives in the US of A, in Texas, or that state, and obviously he'll be able to watch a game at his time rather than at 2 a.m. or some rubbish like that, how he does it. Everyone's saying hello and big up to the birthday boy from Stephanie Griffiths as well. HG Gamers in the house here. He can't wait to watch Onana tomorrow. And we've got Jeff saying here, we've seen it all. We've won a lot. We're Man United and we're never going to stop. Big T, that's how you make a rhyme, Spit those bars, that's for sure. Big up to Vincent Bullock. I am messing up your name this time. I did that on purpose yesterday. And Jeff, it's 4 o'clock his time tomorrow. So, yeah, clearly that's an afternoon game. Welcome to the real world. But we will be kicking off at 10 or half 11 or something like that tomorrow. It's going to be late. But Mr. B, yeah, the excitement is brewing in the comments. You can see it there. Big up to everyone. I hope I haven't missed anyone. Bilal, did I miss you? I hope not. And just one last one here. Dub Joker. Yeah. The lads, feeling positive for tomorrow. I hope you are, man. We are too. We just want a good result, even though it's a friendly. I don't want to lose, and I'm positive as well, like you, that we do get a good result. So come on, United.
See, I said it on I just come off our sister channel, and I said I don't want to lose. If the performance stinks, fine, don't lose. If the performance is great, batter them. But we just don't lose. I don't want that whole losing feeling against them guys. So look, we're gonna, you know what, we'll talk about that towards the end of the show. It's about, I tell you, it's been a good week. It's been a good week. We had a couple of here we goes today. We've got Elanga going out the door, been confirmed. The price is probably not, actually the price isn't what you would expect from an international. I'm looking at the money that Man City are getting for their teenagers, and you know they're getting 15 and 20 million. But look, we need to start somewhere. Elanga is gone. He's out the door. He will be gone for 15 million. And just before the show started, Romano tweeted, "Here we go, Teles." I have no idea what the fee is for Teles, but he's gone. So that's wages. That's wages off the wage bill. That's how I look at it. I'm not sure. I'm praying that we're going to be able to invest the fees, but I'm convinced that Ten Hag's just putting all of this money, all the 750 grands, all the 15 millions, all the 10. He's just putting it aside. This is just extra money for when something needs to be done further down the line. So we're moving. We're starting selling players on Monday. Good or bad?
Well, when you hear "here we go," I was thinking we're signing someone, but you're talking about players leaving. So we have to look at the players and say, is it a good or bad thing? Elanga, 15 million. I think, look, he had a lot plenty of opportunity, and he sort of got slowly down the pecking order, and we've seen his ability. He's good with his head, isn't he? He scored a few headed goals. He's got good running power. He plays wide. He works hard for the team. But he hasn't got that X factor, I don't believe. And I think for £15 million, he can go on with his career. And I will follow him. I think he would always be a red. I wish him well. He's young. He's an international player as well with Sweden. And his stock will probably get higher if he proves himself at Nottingham Forest. I don't know if that's a good move because Forest. I'll tell you why. I think it is a good move because Forest's manager. He likes young players. Obviously, he was managed England in the under-17s World Cup win way back in 2017 in India, and since then he's with his club management. He's done really well by bringing guys that he's worked with before, like Ghana, like we saw with the guy he bought from Wolves, the attacking midfielder who smashed it at the under-21s recently.
The guy with 3 names. Gibbs White.
Gibbs White, yeah. So he's worked, you see what I mean? Because of his experience working with young players in the England setup, now he's bringing young players in as well. And that includes Elanga. He knows about Elanga and maybe get the best out of him. So it is a good move for Elanga. 15 million is a good price as well. I know a lot of people would have liked to see a lot more, but it's some dough. It's dough towards the kitty, isn't it? Like Mr. B was saying. And finally, my thoughts on Teles. He came, he saw, and he went on loan to Sevilla and won a cup there. That raised his stock. I don't think when we see Malacia and Shaw and you see Fernandes coming through, I don't think there was any room in the inn at Ten Hag's inn. So it's like, go, leave, you know? And when we say here we go, it reminds me of a song by Edwin Starr. He was a great Motown artist. Edwin Starr. He's got a tune called There She Goes. And I'd like to say, there he goes, Elanga. And there he goes, Teles. You know, go listen to that tune. Wicked, one of my favorite tunes. I bought the 7-inch recently. There she goes, putting that magic on me again, you know. So there he goes, Elanga. He went that way to Nottingham Forest. There he goes, Teles. He went that way to Saudi Arabia. I think he's going to Saudi Arabia or somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Wish them luck. Thank you for all the contributions you made towards the club. And you'll always be respected by me for what you did. Especially Elanga as well. And just want to say, I heard rumours that Charlie Savage is not going to make it. He's going to get sold to what?
Reading. I heard that. I heard that Reading are in advance. Look, obviously Ten Hag sees things that we don't see. I'm not going to say he wasn't going to make it, but the fact that he got loaned to the level of team, he got loaned to Forest Green. Now, yes, it would toughen him up, but what is he going to learn football-wise under Duncan Ferguson? So I'm not sure, because they had Duncan Ferguson towards the end, didn't they, the last 6 months? So right. I'm not sure that loan benefited him. as growing, yes, but as and a football education, yes, but actually learning, you know, just as for learning, I just think it was too low for him to have gone down. Now, if he wasn't smashing it and being the best player every week, he's a Man United, youth graduate, then maybe that's why he's going to be able to go. But what are we talking? I mean, look, Charlie Savage, Reading are Brock. So what we looking at? £2 million, £1 million with add-ons or sell. I don't know what the fee is, but look, if Ten Hag sees that these players can't get in and there's no future, get them out early. Don't hold them. Don't hold them back. Let them go.
So just to go back on that, I'm going to read some comments about Elanga and that from the guys, but just go back on that. Your thinking is, because we've heard from Vincent De Vries that he's ruthless and he gets players out of the club. Like Bailey hasn't been on tour. Tellez wasn't going on tour and he's been sold, and now Elanga as well. So it looks like he's getting people out of the club, and they've had a year to prove themselves, for example, and they're not really up for it. So do you think still that the manager can work with young players, or you've got a reputation for that, or do you think now it's more about, I'm going to build this club and I'm going to bring some money in, I'm going to get rid of players that I don't think are really going to be up to the standard, and just wait for gems like Garnacho or these special players to come through and get success at Man United? Because that's his number one agenda, really. No one really cares about being known as a youth guy, but I think what would really be good is build the foundations again. Bob Marley tune says, the cornerstone, the stone that builder refused, will always be the head cornerstone. And that cornerstone is what builds foundations at a club. So that, for me, is not just about bringing the youngsters in now or having that sort of reputation. It's about putting that cornerstone in there, as in building the foundation from the bottom again, refresh everything. And then in 5 years' time, we will see a better youth products come through, better academy, built by Ten Hag. So the cornerstone will be the foundations for me of what he does in the future. And I think the main thing right now is to be successful with the first team, and that will come with it, which I can see him doing work with, as he's done with bringing all these great staff, with all these new technologies and everything else, data analysis, video analysis, all these things are happening at the club now. So I think Ten Hag's doing a wonderful job. Don't expect the youth thing or the caring thing about, this is a Dan Iqbal thing, hit me. But I've had time to reflect, and I think, okay, let's be realistic. It's about the first team, and in time we're going to get better Zidane Iqbals coming through the club that are going to be more than ready. That's my spin on it. Mr. B?
Yeah, I agree to a certain extent on Monday. I mean, we all have favourites at the club, players who we want to be great and the ones who we want to break through. But as I said, Mainu was the one. I keep going back to him. He wasn't on nobody's radar. Ten Hag saw him once or twice or whatever he did in training, moved him straight up to the first team. Iqbal, you're not good enough. Goodbye. You're done. He's covered his position. That's his position gone. I don't want anybody blocking pathways. If Iqbal was going to be blocking Mainu's pathway in the team, then fine. There's something that Mainu's got that he likes. He doesn't look as hyper as Iqbal. I don't know Iqbal, but Mainu looks like a very, very calm, a calm guy. Iqbal, he'd played, 20 times for his country. Maybe he had ideas above his station. You know what I mean? Maybe he thought that he should be playing. And sometimes in football, you need to be humble until you get the opportunity to take it up, to take it. You know what I'm talking. You know what I'm going to say.
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah. So I'm. With all this, we want all of. Look, let's be honest on Monday. We would love a team of Old Trafford youngsters winning the league. You know what I mean? We were blessed with the class of '92. And will it happen again with 5 of them all coming through at the same time and doing bits? Probably not. But we've seen it once, and that's what we're looking to, hoping to see again. It's a shame. But I think the club are moving in the right way. And the fact that Ten Hag seems to have... You see, when Fergie was in and Wenger was in, everybody talks about them having total control and it would never go back to that again. Well, to a certain extent, I actually think that Ten Hag has got virtually total control of the club in regards to the players that he wants. He's not accepting, the second and third choice that Murtock, because Murtock can't go and get his first choice. He's given him reasonable players to get. He didn't say go out and get Osimhen, 130. We weren't getting him. They didn't do what they did, run down De Jong, smelling his batty for 6 months, and then we never got him. You know what I mean? They're not doing that. They've had the sniff, they didn't like the smell, and they moved on to somewhere else. And that's what I'm liking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm feeling. So at the moment, I think the club's moving club's moving nice. You know what I mean? We spoke about this big investment with the Qatari money. I like the fact that we've got to, kind of pay Peter to pay Paul, and we've got to cut our cloth off. Because let's be honest, we could have gone out there. The Qataris could have been in. We could have said, we've got Osimhen, we've got a higher grade Mason Mount, we've got the Kim Min Jae. Yes, it made us better. But what did we do? We went out there and we bought. I want to see some progression. You know what I mean? Come next year, imagine we get Haaland this year. He scores 20 goals. We see his what he's offering. I would rather have that than and then we're proving players wrong. Osimhen comes in at 130 million pound. Everybody's expecting. I want to see the team grow.
Yeah.
That's organically.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see, grow organically. So yeah, I'll accept it.
If in the terms of having an allotment and all that kind of thing, it's harvest time, isn't it? You plant your seeds, you water it, you do everything well, you wait for the sunshine and the rain, the good and the bad, joy and pain, sunshine and rain. We've had that. Liverpool beat us 7-0. Then we won a cup as well. So joy and pain, sunshine and rain, you harvest your crop. And with the harvest, and when it's harvest time, we will be be very fruitful, and we'll be stuffing ourselves with trophies and good things like that. So the garden's looking good. It's looking nice and green and fresh from Ten Hag. Just to go through some comments regarding, obviously, Tellez is going. Mr. B's announced it. Here we go. Tellez is going. Elanga is going. So these guys are coming out of the club. Donovan, how you doing? Wonderful on Tellez and Elanga. Our wage bill will be normalised. Thank goodness. But the HG Game is saying 50 million for Elanga. Seriously? So he's a bit dubious about that. Dub Joker saying Elanga had to go. Good lad, but not the quality that we need. Jeff is saying here he will be up front with other young players working hard. So yeah, Stephanie was saying hokey cokey is happening in and out. Yeah, left foot in, left foot out. That's all. Right foot in. How it goes. Audio cokey, especially out. Get the money for the kitty to purchase Haaland and Haaland or Highland, whatever his name is. And Amrabat and others, maybe. So there you go. I want to say hi to Bart, Liverpool fan. Hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you for a while. Don't read too much into the results. What matters is the performance of the fringe players. Building through the thirds, controlling the midfield, and testing the depth of the squad. So that's what friendlies are about for Bart. Not when we play in Arsenal. We have to win. Any means necessary. Steffi's saying, there we go. There they go. The Glazers sounds way better. Yes, I was singing Edwin Starr. There she goes. That would be, if I tell you now, if Glazers go, I will do a live 3-minute karaoke. There,
you have to be karaoke because we get done for copyright. So yeah, man, I'll be in the back coming for you. Don't worry.
Harmonizing. Thank you, Jeff. Saying here regarding Charlie Savage had a sell-on clause and a buyback clause as well. 15 million, says HG Gamer, is like a fiver these days. Want to say hi to the wonderful Damien Walsh. How you doing? He says, why is Elanga going for 15 million? It should be 25. Just want to touch on that, Mr. B?
Yeah, we might not have got 25 for him. I wanted 25, but maybe 15 is the most that he turned down Everton, which means that he wanted to go to Forest. He said he wasn't interested in Dyche's style of play. So obviously he's seen something with the Forest situation. Maybe Everton would have given us the 20, but 15, we have to accept it's 15 more than he cost us. So,
Oh, yeah, fair enough. That's a good point. Elanga played too many games for us from Bilal. Red Army from Damien. Big up, Damien. Big up to Eddie Football Waffle. Go check out his channel. He's talking about the likes. We currently have 16. There's 19 watching. Can we reach 30? Maybe. Let's see what we can do. Donovan on Savage. This is on Savage. She's saying it's not just a big sell-on clause, but also an option for Man United to match an offer for him that may come to Reading. So if he does go, we could be interested. It's great development for him. Sigmund staying here, eating Liverpool last season, pre-season, beat them 4-0, didn't we? Helped with our early game last year. We have Arsenal around the same time. That said, Arsenal have their business done, and we're waiting for Kane. Oh, okay, interesting that. Bart said here, United are selling academy stars or starlets as they have low market values. Go onto the positive side of the balance sheet, and most all do not affect the value of the club that much. Okay, so Damien saying here, great content, lads. Thank you, Damien. My big brother from Drayton Manor High School, Peter Crouch, Omondi Juma, great players come out of that thing, that site right there. The Cannibal as well. Trevor Cannibal came out of there. Paul Cannibal as well. Emma Kay saying, and Barry Miller, of course. Emma Kay saying, and Paul Hughes as well. Went to Drayton Manor, played for Chelsea. He was in my year. Emma Kay saying as well, since we are putting all these buyback clauses in their contracts, then surely we have some faith in them. But no, they need to play adult football, not just sit on the bench. Yeah, it's development, isn't it? That's what we're doing here. Again, Damien Walsh, I'm just reading all your comments because you're Draytonian. He's saying, Glazers, I don't want to sell unless they get 6 million. Not good. Okay.
That's you see with that situation, I know people who are not buying Adidas. Now Estee Lauder have come in, they're not buying the gal Estee Lauder this and the makeup that. Do you know what? There's things that can be done, but certain things are out of our control. I'm not stressing about the Glazers. They've been there for 18 years and we've been cussing for 18 years. The sale is close. Guess what? Me being vexed and not watching Man United on TV affects my life. And I won't let the Glazers do that. I know people who's not watching football, bruv. Not watching Manchester United play until they've gone. You know what? I've got. I can't. I'm not going to do that. But we know who. Man United is a huge part of my life. You know what I mean? And for me not to have Man United playing, yes, I hate the Glazers, but it's not going to stop me from cheering on my team and being happy when we're spending money and selling players. So I can't let it affect me like that, man.
Just quickly, we're going to wind up the comments, guys, because we're moving on to the next topic. So last couple from me. Emma saying here, we don't have time to teach and nurture all these kids. A lot of them are 19 to 21 years old. They need to play adult football. And I don't want to see them rotting in the reserves or on our bench. Man United's in the house. He said, Onana trained with the team today, so could be available to play. And that's really good. I mean, we're excited about that. And Big T is saying here, I'm sad we've lost the Elanga tune. You know the one, Free from Elanga. No. What is that one, isn't it?
They'll make it. They'll make another one for somebody else.
Well, Onana will be the next big tune, won't it? Man United as well saying Kai Rooney's going to be a beast for Man United. He's left-footed, unlike his dad. He looks really good, doesn't he, in the youth academy? Vincent saying, is Drayton Manor a theme park in Tamworth? No, well, that is Drayton Manor as well, but not quite. And I'm going to end it there. But, guys, keep the comments coming in because we need to move on to the next topic, which is a good one, exciting one, because now it's all about that flipping game tomorrow, which Mr. B will be hosting with a brilliant watch along with Sigmund and others. It's going to be massive. So tomorrow, guys, Arsenal.
Do we do friendlies against Arsenal? The simple answer is no. We've seen them on the YouTube channels. We've seen them. They went earlier than us. We've seen them posting nonsense on Instagram. I'm even getting them posting nonsense in my football group, and the season hasn't started yet. So that's why I don't want to lose to Arsenal. But on Monday, what are you thinking about the team? The team that he's going to put out. Obviously, in the league, I think we could probably call the players who will be playing for the league game. But for this one, are you going system in regards to the younger guys still playing, or are you going to be going for the putting to gonna start? Are you going to be going to put out what you would be classifying as the A team?
Sorry, Mr. B, but I'm going with the A team. I think the A team is going to consist of senior players. I think this is what shows you that if it was just a friendly, I mean, we could end up getting licks like Bayern Munich's opponent recently. If you play youngsters, you can't afford to do that. Not against Arsenal. And I'm not saying they mean business because they beat some sort of dodgy MLS All-Star 11, which included who's the big ass striker, played for Liverpool and Aston Villa? Benteke. He's 30 plus now. He was their big striker, getting into the side. You know, imagine that. It shows you the league's not quite there yet with USA. But I'm not getting much out of that. But I will respect Arsenal Football Club. I know they'll be up for it. They've had time. They've been longer in the US of A. They've had their time to do their thing. And if you're looking at a side, I don't know if you've got a solo 11, but I have got in my mind, I've got an idea of what I want to see. And I think you should start and maybe not change at halftime. Maybe start turning it up and get 60 minutes out of these boys without risking injury. So I would be playing a lot of senior players, bro. There's no chart like Mainu done a great job last few games. Who else? Ahmad's done a good job. The left back's done a good job. But now you've got the big boys back, you know? So the big boys can't come along and say, step aside, young man. Step aside. All right? We're taking over this now, you know? And they're no disrespect, but they're saying, well done. Now watch. When it comes against big boys at Arsenal, watch what it takes, you know? And I think these guys, we're watching from the bench saying, all right, do I really want a piece of this? Seeing the levels that they'll be up against. So it's a massive game, really is. I'm really excited at this stage of the season, pre-season, to have a game like this. And then we've got Real Madrid after that as well, god damn it. So, man, it's going to be sizzling hot like it is where Jeff lives right now, where he said it's 43 degrees. God damn, that's hot. And it's going to be hotter in New Jersey because this game is massive. So my team will consist of a lot of senior players. And I think most of us, knowing that's what's on the bench, or so knowing what the squad is, we'll be able to roughly pick a team which will look like a senior team as well. What do you think, Mr. B?
Okay, well, I did the solo 11 today because I couldn't get rid of solo. So I'm gonna add it to the stream as we're talking. And this is the team that I would be putting out tomorrow.
Wow.
I would. Onana starts. I have no problem with him starting. Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Martinez, Shaw. I think I would have Shaw back. I would play Mainu, Hannibal, and Mount again. I'll tell you my thinking on it.
You bet. You got some. You're straining for some explaining here, Mr. B. I want to know why.
Anthony starts, Rashford starts, and Sancho has another go in the false number 9. Now, I'm thinking, obviously, Onana, I want to see, as soon as he can get any minutes, I want to see him play. Varane Martinez is the pairing. Sure, I think needs to come back to have a start. And Wan-Bissaka at the moment is doing what he needs to do. Mainu, Hannibal, and Mount. I think Mainu needs to play against a big team. At the moment, he's done. I want to see him tested. I know it's pre-season, but I want to see him tested. And there's not much bigger games to be tested than Arsenal. Hannibal, I want him to play. I think he was brilliant in the last game. I think he stepped up his levels, a lot of energy levels, but it's discipline that he's now going to need against Arsenal. And Mount needs to play just because he spent the money on him. Anthony coming back into the team, that's his side. He's going to be there ahead of Ahmad. I think he needs to start. Rashford is back. I'm playing Rashford all the time. And Sancho, to be fair, I've slotted Sancho in. Probably could have put Sancho on the left and Rashford up front. But I think because Sancho played there the last game, then I would be playing Sancho. And I know you disagree 100% with what I've done there.
Yeah, I do. And before I go into my views, I want to talk about what the people in the comments are talking about here. Stephanie, straight away, she said, no, Bruno, you've explained. Even though you're straining for some explaining, you explained. I'll explain
the Bruno Casemiro.
Do it now then. Do it now. All right.
Okay.
No Bruno.
So, right. So basically what I'm doing is with Ten Hag, he always eases players back. When Casemiro signed, he didn't throw him straight in. Fair enough. McTominay stepped up, but he didn't throw him straight back in. When players get injured, he always gives them minutes, and it's always at the end of the game. It's never at the start. So I'm thinking, well, Casemiro, Bruno have all come back into training, but then if he mixes it, then they will be learning they will be teaching the other guys. And then obviously for the Real Madrid game now, that's when he would probably go a little bit stronger and maybe start them or the game after. I'm trying to think of it logically. I'm on there. I would rather have, them, Casemiro and Bruno, but I don't want to show Arsenal nothing. I don't want to show. Managers learn. We've got Arsenal 4th game into the season.
Yeah.
And we're changing the way that we play, the dynamics, the runs that players are making. I don't want Arteta to learn anything from the game or from the players. And that's more why I would change the central midfield.
Wow. I hope that you're accepting that, Stephanie Griffiths. I'm not. You think Sancho will step up the season? He's poor in the cup final. Big T saying, I think we should play our strongest team for 90 minutes in this one. The youngsters can beat up Real Madrid next week. HD Gamer again saying, a lot are going to get 45 minutes anyway, so I won't worry about injury. Column saying he would rather have a lamppost up top rather than Sancho. That's a big diss. Double AA saying Casemiro, Hannibal, Mainu, first half. Casemiro chaperone the kids around. It'd be nice for them to play with him. Nice starting lineup. He says mice, but I know he means nice starting lineup, Mr. B. Casemiro needs to come on the second half. Damien saying Mainu and Gore look good. Yep. Is this going to be Mount versus Havertz tomorrow? Says Matthew Bassett. Martial starts tomorrow, says Man United. And HD Gamer saying, I want to see if anyone from the B team, Mainu and maybe Hannibal at centre forwards, if possible. And I want to say hi to Billy Joe. Billy Josh. He said, I think with the Arsenal, we will go strong, but if we're losing at halftime, we'll go weaker. So he can say it's a friendly. Okay, so he's looking for a little bit. Mr. B, I like your side. I like the defense for sure. I like to see Onana. That's what's going to excite me. And playing out from the back and see how we play with him. I think Mainu, Hannibal are going to get dropped. It's going to be Casemiro, Bruno, and Mount. I think we need to start these guys. You cannot afford, as Bayern Munich's opponent found out the other day, you cannot afford to go easy. Up front, I think it's going to be I think Sancho on the left, Rashford up top, and Anthony on the right. That's what I'm going with, and that's like a basic first team squad. You've got Eriksen. You've got so many players to come on. You've got Garnacho to come on. You've got defenders to come on. You've got Malacia will be back in the squad. And then you obviously got Hannibal and Mainu as well. These guys will get rotated and come on, but I would start as we mean to go on, just to show, because when teams start, they're really energetic. They've done their warm up. They're sweating. They're ready to go, and you need to be ready. You can't bring a team on and be 3-4-0 down based on playing a Hannibal and a Mainu. I'm not saying they're not up for it, but I think you just need to go like for like and put out a good, solid, professional team who know what it takes to play against Arsenal, like we did when we beat the 3-1 at Old Trafford last season when we opened them up like Moses with a staff. I'm just going to go through a couple more comments, Mr. B, because you've really stirred it up in here. Stephanie saying, "Good try, Mr. B. I believe you, but thousands wouldn't." Or Monday. PSG interested in signing Holland. Says Matthew Bassett. So we better hurry up. Bilal saying, where I'm going, he's the same. It's great minds thinking like Bilal. He says Rashi up front. I think Rashi will play down the middle. And PSG knows Mbappe's going to Real Madrid, so they're getting nervous now. And also Andrew Williams. How you doing, Andrew Williams? He's saying, all right, biatches. Talk to all of us guys. So give us some hell in the comments. And Andrew Williams also saying, any news on the two signings? We've done our transfer stuff. We didn't mention those two just yet. But maybe you guys know more than me. But yeah, it's good lineup, Mr. B. Just think a little bit stronger, and I'll be a bit more happy with the lineup than that. Just worried a bit. It's Arsenal.
So you see, and I said it's mad. You haven't got your manager's head on at all on Monday. You haven't got your. I don't think you've got your. But then it's. I understand why you're saying go strong for as long as we can. As I said, I'm more for showing him something, because guess what?
We ain't playing poker. We ain't playing poker out here. You don't want to show your hand, do you? You don't.
This is. I know it's a friendly, but they're gonna. The managers aren't stupid. I'm on there, and we've changed what we're doing. The two number 8 run straight down the middle of the pitch. there's so much
Yeah.
that we've changed. I just man. Come on. It's it's too far away. I actually think it's too far away. There's so much that's going to happen between now and tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be there sitting down, trying not to swear.
Well, it's after 10 o'clock, so you're free to swear.
Beautiful.
You can say whatever you want, Mr. B, I'm sure. So, yeah, we've heard from the comments, heard from the panel as well. Big J saying here, never give full strength unless it's up for it. So, and what's his name? Used to say that film, never go full retard or something like that. Yeah, I hear what you're saying there, guys. Andrew Williams saying Arsenal seem a lot further forward than us, stronger squad out there. So they're 4 years into it, aren't they? They've got a lot of young players.
We had this conversation. We were saying
really?
that really, it was me and you talking yesterday or the day before about Arsenal being, 2.5 years ahead of us.
Yeah.
In their progress. I mean, I said, look, this game. Yeah, I'm. You know what? I'm thinking now. Maybe I was being really now that I'm talking to you, don't forget I haven't spoken to you all day, so I haven't had my blood flowing.
Yeah.
And now I'm looking at the team and you talking about Mount and Casemiro and Bruno. Yeah, you're right. Mainu and Hannibal don't start this game. Yeah, Mainu and Hannibal don't start this game. We go strong, smash them, and then we pull them off. And even if they come into it, they know we're their first team.
Yeah.
You've changed my mind.
I want to say hi to MEFC Brummie Reds. Obviously, we've got a lot of Brummies in the comments. Matthew Bassett, Vincent as well, and a few others as well. Kalula as well. She hopefully will come back soon. He's saying we are going to make Arsenal cry like the Scousers cried when we beat them and send them packing faster than a parcel that you ordered last week. I love it. Is your blood pumping now, Mr. B? Andrew Williams is saying my comment was related to pre-season. They seem to have more minutes. Oh, right. Sorry, I get you now, Andrew. Big T saying Onana, Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Martinez, Shaw. In midfield, he's going Bruno, Casemiro, Mount, Anthony, Rashford, and Garnacho. So it's no Sancho. It's a good lineup. JB the Josh saying tits up Omondi as they could see what we have in the season. Yeah, true. Let's save it for the fourth game of the season. They looked very slick versus MLS All-Stars the other day, says Andrew Williams. So based on that, be very tough game for us. For sure. Yeah, I do agree with you there.
Well, look, as I said, it's look at us smiling. It's mad what football does to grown men, innit? 11 men kicking around a piece of rubber, 22 men kicking around a piece of rubber. Look at us grinning like Cheshire cats. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy the I think this preseason I've enjoyed. I think I only started watching preseason games during COVID. To be fair, I wasn't really into preseason. I didn't see the relevance, but I think as I've learned to appreciate what goes on. I said talking to you guys in the comments with the education. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It actually feels not saying like a Premier League game, but I'm getting that excitement now, and I needed that. I said all week it's been and I said talking to you, I ain't spoken to you until 27 minutes past 8, and now I'm talking to you guys. I picked the wrong team. I won 100%. You know what? It was Solo's team. My team was the same as Omondi's. It was Solo's team.
By the way, as we mentioned with the Brummies, I mean, Brummies love their Man United for sure. MUFC Brummie Reds is saying he knows Vincent. He comes on the coach with him to games. So there you go. It's a small world, isn't it? And Bilal should start, says Pilestri should start, says Bilal. Sorry, I said Bilal should start, says Pilestri. That doesn't work. And Damien is saying, look at Tony from Brentford. Why don't United look lower leagues for number 9? So Tony and Watkins came up from the Championship, and they've been successful, haven't they? So I don't know. Is anyone out there? Maybe anyone who watches like Championship football or First Division football? Any good starlets out there that haven't been picked off already? I don't know. I wouldn't mind another Ian Wright or someone like that coming through late. That'd be fantastic. But yeah, we are on the march, and to get striker, looks like it's going to be Haaland. No minutes for Ericsson then to double A. Have we forgotten about Ericsson? Are we disrespecting this guy? I loved him last season.
See, Amonde, and this is the point. You see, now with the team, I know, we in the ideal world, we sign, you know, two more players in the next 2 weeks. Now, the names I'm hearing is Hoyland and Amrabat. If we get those two players in our team, we're done in people's dances this season,
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, we are done in dances this season because we're talking about team. Nobody's mentioned Ericsson. This is the first time that Ericsson's name has been called. We talk about second team, we talk about weekend and A and B team. Ericsson's name hasn't been called. And Ericsson was heavy for us until he got injured.
Yeah.
Memories are short. So, we've got some bullets in our midfield. We've got some bullets to hurt people. And if we get those two, then we need to be in a conversation.
Oh, wow. So going back to this wonderful coach ride from Birmingham with Vincent, with MUFC Brummie Reds. Also used to have Adam McCullough back in the late 90s as well. Wow. What a great support from that.
No, Big T.
Oh, my God.
What are you doing? Redder? No.
Not yet. Not just yet.
No.
Not just yet. I mean, he almost had a funeral, but we're not ready to give him one just yet. The man still look. He's got a second wind. He's going again. I just think, I can't, Mr. B, for that day when I watched Ericsson go down, and I thought, wow. When I heard he survived, I thought, thank God. I saw the picture where he was, he made it through, just like with Van der Sar the other day, and I thought, thank God he didn't pass away. I never dreamed that I'd be talking about him in our midfield starting lineup.
Velvet boots.
Yeah. I mean, back from the dead. I just one of them great stories ever, and I think he deserves a lot of respect. We sort of like Ericsson, like you just saying about him, Ericsson. Yeah, we're not even thinking about him, but I just cannot forget what I saw. He was finished, and then he rose from the dead, and he's back again. The only person, in history who's come back like that is Jesus, in my opinion. So I'm not saying I'm idolizing Ericsson like Jesus, but like Ericsson, and I get every Friday night when my missus comes around, I rise to the top, and Ericsson is rising to the top as well. So big up to Ericssons and all you guys out there who love an Ericsson and late at night, Where is she? Where is my girl? Anyway, she's coming around too. But don't you think it's a wonderful story, Mr. B, about Ericsson with what he did?
Oh, we were talking about you rising to the top.
It is a great story, rising to the top.
Oh, God. One day, man, brother, I tell you, that's why I love talking to you, man. You send conversations places where, boy, Liam, Rebel he's on a vacation. He should be back. Although I tell you what, that man has beer holidays. I've never known a man take so much holidays. But yeah, he should be back middle of this week. He should be back middle of this week. He should be back middle of this week. And
it seems like he's be back next week. Week. Yeah. We miss him too, and we do love his chat. But he's been a bit obsessive about getting the Glazers out. So unless he's doing some sort of undercover work or gone away, he said, "Oh, I'm on holiday," but really he's doing something behind the scenes. We'll just never know with Rebel. I mean, you just don't know, do you? He looks like a mild-mannered Rebel, but behind the scenes he could be doing something to get rid of these Glazers because he's so passionate about it, for sure. And here we go. Yeah, he's got a GAA final tomorrow. He's playing Pat's team.
Right. Yeah. Okay, that might be right.
Yeah, if he wins, it'll probably be an extended holiday, I'm sure. And Signal saying here, people have short memories. We went from Mata and Matic to Ericsson and Casemiro. Crazy. And it was a sentiment, Bella. And Rebel could be Secret Man in Black. Tell us some stories about this coach journey from Birmingham to Man United. I'm sure you've been doing that for many years, just like our Man United in the chat as well. And watch out, I see Will Smith coming. Run. Yes. I got done. Thank God we don't do a Monday of the week anymore, because I would be in it for saying,
Oh my God.
we'll fish and we'll.
Remember, oh God, we used to do that back in the day. It got too much. We made mistakes every bloody week, and then we were sitting down there trying to read. Don't make a mistake. Nobody wants to be that guy at the end of the week. You know what I mean? Look, we've been rambling for long, guys. Slight change of plan. The takeaway has actually been postponed this evening. Some things come up. I apologize, but as I know, Jeff, you're in the chat, and Sigmund, I've added you to the we did the what you did, the follow and add and all of that on thingy. So I will talk to you in a couple of hours, within the next couple of hours. Find out where the best place for you to send the link is. Oh, there you are, Sigmund, my guy. Jeff as well. Both of you are more than welcome on tomorrow. I will set up the show. I will send out the link. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you see that little symbol by Jeff and Sigmund's name? It means that they're members. The perks are, it might not even be a perk to be fair, but the perks are you get to come on the takeaway on a Friday, and if actually has an extra one, we've got the watch along tomorrow. I say all the time, you don't need your camera on. So you know, if you think you're an ugly son of a bitch, it's no headache. I'm an ugly son of a bitch, and I show my camera. You don't even need your camera on, as long as your sound is right. It's after 10 o'clock, so guess what? We're even allowed to swear. You know, if Arsenal start dicking us, we can say, we can drop a couple of F's and a couple of B. No C's, absolutely no C's at all. But so yeah, for you guys tomorrow, I'm really looking forward to get Jeff. You know, we do this. Our minds are the same. But Sigmund, big up, bruv. Matthew Bassett, who's on the watch along? Me, I'm Monday. Anthony Herbert is supposed to be on, which is one gooner. We're trying to get another one, but obviously we're going to have 5 United guys, so we are going to ambush them. So Sigmund. Sigmund, we've got Sigmund on Monday, me, Anthony, Jeff, that's 5. And we have got
Armory.
Or who?
Armory TV.
Armory TV. No, they're doing their own one.
Okay.
They're doing their own one, so it'll be our thingy. So yeah, you're more than welcome to come on, and we'll yeah, look, we'll sort it out for tomorrow, no problem. But guys, I will send you the link anyway. So
just one more thing, I want to big up DK Wilson, because he just jumped on the show. He, as you know, I think he's in America right now. He's saying, looks like I'm late, still flaming hot in Austin. The Stretford fellas are giving the news from over this way, finding out how large the country is. So obviously Jay and Stretford Paddock are over in the America at the moment. I saw a report they're in New York today, but they've got to go to New Jersey. They're reporting with all the taxis and everything. They're really sort of excited being in a night, taking them for a night in New York, or New York. You know, there's so many songs about New York out here. But I'd love to go. I've never been there. Apparently it's nice to go there for shopping trips and all that kind of thing. But they're out there now, and they're having loads of fun. So check out the Stretford Paddock. Jay and Jay Motti, of course, and we call him Jesus, but Joe. Jay and Joe, yeah. I don't know who else is out there, but I think the whole production team will be there. So they'll be reporting, and I think that's so authentic that the great channel like that, Stretford Paddock, are out there in the United States covering these games for us. So brilliant stuff. And obviously Andy's going to be doing a watch along on Stretford Paddock tomorrow, and he's going to give us some feedback about his thoughts from the game as well. So check it out, guys. This is massive. This is really good. I'm really excited about this.
See, so you got my juices flowing, man. That's what I'm talking about. I needed to. I'm glad I didn't talk to you all day, because I would have come on this on a hype, man. So we've now got 24 hours until the vibes start tomorrow. So look, we'll leave it like that. Again, apologies. There's gonna be no takeaway tonight, guys. But we will have the watch along tomorrow, and the reaction. Jesus, can you imagine how late the reaction show is gonna be on tomorrow? Ooh,
just Jeff's meeting up with the Stretford Paddock crew in Houston. And it's
well
going to
done.
be hot, bring a fan. And DK saying here, Stewie Howson and Adam are going to be there too, and the infamous Jay Motti, of course. And it's Joe, not JP. Okay, all right, we know.
Sorry,
Yeah.
yes.
Ask
Spelling error.
Arsenal fans about European football. Yeah, I always that's my go-to if I want to mess them up. And UK Strange is saying Stephen Howson is a tosser.
Okay.
I think
Everybody's
he
entitled
delivered.
to their opinions.
Yeah, I like. You know what? I wouldn't say it to his face, but but I actually do like him. I think he delivers, and I know with his attitude, he don't mess around, and I think that's why people sort of be like, it's like Marmite with him. But I do think he brings bam, 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 good points, and does some good scout reports as well. He's a good asset, and he's a good manager as well. He's managing their side, isn't he, Stretford Paddock? So
Yeah.
big up to him. But yeah, I understand. I mean, yeah, we're all like Marmite on here when you come and do these sort of presenting these shows and podcasts, and everyone's entitled to their opinion. Arsenal fans know they are shy in Europe, and Bilal saying, yeah, he's funny, Stephen Howson. Yeah, he's good, he's good. And I think, you know what, it's with success breeds content. And he's doing that show with Rio Ferdinand as well. It's like, great people, look at him, everything else. But you have to give the man respect. I love people who do well. So well done to Stretford Paddock. And obviously, we know how wonderful Jay is. Jay's been such a great supporter of this channel, and it's just a top guy, almost as nice as Solo, as a person. So these guys, they do it for free, and they're really supportive. It's one big community, and we have to support all of them. So big up to Stretford Paddock. Next year, maybe we go, if there's a tour in London or something like that.
Yeah, we do that.
And report from there. But at the
Talk to Isle of Wight.
Yeah. Unless you guys can sort of throw in some donations or anything, we ain't going nowhere. We're doing a watch from our home, But yeah, there you go. Thanks, guys.
Oh, guys, look, thanks for watching. Apologies again for the show that won't be on later, but we will be on tomorrow. 2 shows again tomorrow, maybe Sunday if we get a Here We Go for Hoyland or Amrabat. Guys, thanks for watching. I say every week. Look, before I forget, before you go, hit that like button. We got the 46.
How many likes did we get? I asked for 30. How many likes are we on?
Yeah,
guys?
what are we on?
Just an experiment to see, because early in the show I said, can we get 30 likes? How many have we got at the moment, guys? If you don't mind.
I did hit. We hit 46 yesterday, so Solo
46?
hasn't.
Wow.
Yeah, he hasn't taken away my chicken money, thank God. So yeah, anybody, let us know what we've got before we shoot off. Vincent, okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that means it's less than. Look, no problem. We'll get those likes up. But as I said, guys, look, we say every show. You don't have to be here, but you are. We appreciate every single one of your 26 likes. We're 4 away. We'll get that for you on Monday tomorrow. But look, yeah, as I said, you don't have to be here, but you are. We appreciate every single one of you. We will see you all tomorrow. Take care and be safe.